can track success in those things, right? Again, something else I've experienced that really works, but other cultures thrive, and you can't be mad at them because their structure is in place and there's an investment on there. And that's something that we want to do, and that's something when we're having these discussions, we want to make sure that people like myself and your existing elected officials are going to commit to these things and be accountable for making sure that it happens.
I think with the content and navigating the space, we need to be more, not we, because that's generalizing, but for those that are interested in getting more economically built through entrepreneurship, there has to be more comfortability with the space, specifically with MWBE and procurement and government contracting, because there's a lot of red tape and hard navigation when going and accessing these contracts and gaining these contracts. And even when the city, you mentioned promises, they're not giving MWBEs and SBAs what they intended to give them, and they're falling back on their 30% percentage of how much contracts are supposed to be going and allocated towards them. Even this whole play of intersectionality with women-owned businesses and the race. So it's already a lot of layers that's watering down the process of black enterprise. Now, I was saying that to allude to being more comfortable with it, and how can we introduce the content at a maybe in a different space, or when is the appropriate time to do it, because there's a lot of paperwork. I haven't seen it personally, but just with speaking that's involved, and a lot of measures that should be taken to secure them. So what kind of spaces, when, where, how? I got one.
What was more, right? That's a real thing though. I actually just had a conversation with someone regarding government contracts. And one of the reasons she said, some of the same people get the same contracts.
That's not even open field, up into the.
Part of it is the language that we're using and not knowing what language to put into these contracts. So they dismiss it, and there's no correction. There's nobody to say, hey, it's not going to happen. So that's why we have to go back to making an investment to make sure that we're pouring into teaching and educating, and that we're outreaching in a very different way. We also need to start using social media and stop being afraid of it, right? To outreach to our people in a massive way. But you got to be able to pour in funding to be able to do this, because you need staffing. You need people to teach this stuff. You need people who are knowledgeable about this stuff. You need to be able to walk people through these things. With our organization that I spoke about earlier, we were able to put together a workshop like that. But we would love to do more of that. So it's about making sure that we're providing the space to do it. Where can we do it? Anywhere. Anywhere who will help us. Whether it's a school, a university, a senior center, a church, because churches have a lot of people in there. So we want to make sure that at least we get the information. We can't really force people to take it, but we can provide it and make sure that we're educating people on the value of it, right? Because some people are also afraid of it. You give them too much information, things that you're speaking over their head about, and then they say, I'm not going to do it. So we got to create a space where we're consistently rinsing, washing, and repeating the information that we need to get out there.
Lehman College is offering some continuing education classes. So I think something that you have on grant writing and things like that. But with the procurement, if it's not a new contract, it's, I've been at the meetings, and the person from the state is sitting right there, and they calling each other by name. And I'm like, what the hell am I doing here? And who they're gonna hand the contract to, if they finish with it, has exactly what they were submitting. And they do it right in front of your face. I sat there watching do it, I couldn't believe it, right in front of your face. He has a contract, he's giving it to her, and she's introducing them,
That's what I'm.
and she already has a contract. And I'm sitting here with this bundle of that, I spent all this money on.
It's
That's
about
exactly how it
relationships.
goes.
Right,
It's
that's how it
about
goes.
relationship.
Right, yeah, but, so I'm a new kid on the block, I'm an MWBE, I'm signing up for the
We
program.
need to
It's
invest in
supposed
this
to be,
movie.
I thought it was open then, but I found out the hard way it's not. You know, so, but you have your MWBE, maybe that's why, now, because of Biden and all this, looking at the minority businesses, like the lady for the JFK is a minority, like the JFK airport, yo, that's Lord me.
Wait, because we have to share, because you're leaving out one important part, right? Because we have had success with MWB on the trade side. Right, that's why, again, we have to keep talking about.
You know,
like,
I'm
like,
listening,
no,
man,
wait,
I'm a black
right,
professional, I'm a
Right,
white
so
collar.
speak on that, because
Okay,
that's
all right,
where
I'm a
the,
black professional, white collar, I have I have MTA certification, school construction authority, you wanna name them, I have all of them, but they're not looking for white collar professionals on MWBE, not
right,
right
the
now.
MWBE right now is dominated
By
by the
construction
trades.
and blue collar.
So again, that's why we keep sharing with you all, like, the model that we're presenting opens it up, like, for all industries, and it allows for a different mandate. The problem that Gwen is having is